Oh, God! Alright. Oh, okay. And here we go. Boom! There we go. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Ghostly. Hello, everybody. Aprasoria, enjoy your lurk. I hope your lurking goes well. Hello, Ghostly. Everything's fine, Ghostly. Promise it's alright. Calm blue ocean, like old days when you stream. Oh no, I will not. I will lurk in. I will lurk in rage. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I did not expect a meeting to go 4.5 hours. Not often does that happen, but it was actually with yeah, it was with the person who I showed off all their stuff. The monster stuff that I showed y'all. I was meeting with my good friend KTO, talking about movie stuff. So it was a good meeting. Yeah. She was very very flattered about me showing off all the monsters on stream. So it is exactly Ghostly. It is like the old days when I stream nights. Yeah, it feels that way for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to get. I also had the kitty. The UA had sometimes she has a colitis issue, so I had to clean up some stuff when I got home. So everything's fine. Take some deep breaths. Come down from the craziness. How are you, Ghostly? How's everything? Also, while I have tiny news, yes, Ghostly. What's new in Ghostly Land? I also have a thing I might proposition for you as well later. Once you're done telling me about your good things. What good things? This is exciting. What good things? Do. That's lovely. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? Yes! Ghostly has submitted her first story to a competition. Congrats, Ghostly! That's exciting. Which story? Was it a shorter story, or was it one of your little what kind of, well, I guess first, what kind of competition, and was it the oh, it was Mordecai. Oh, okay, it was your Mordecai one. All right. I have not finished reading that, Ghostly. I apologize. I know you posted that, and I still have not gotten to it. Your attempted horror. Or I haven't finished it, I should say, yet. Hello, Princess. I know. And thank you for the, yes, this is the compliment about the sweater. I just caught up on that, too. Thank you very much. And please don't claw at my hand-knit sweater. It's from one of my favorite animes, The End of Evangelion. It's the end scene where Lilith rises up out of the earth, but it's very pretty. All right. I have renamed it. To The Voice Inside Mordecai Kane. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, because you do kind of have that kind of call and repeat voice from what I saw at the beginning. That was very back and forth. That's cool. Awesome. What type of competition was it for? Like kind of gothic horror, or like a horror competition, or just like a super short, like what do they call it, flash fiction or whatever, like very very short fiction, whatever the term for a short that's shorter than a short story. I found a website that lists writing competitions of the year, and oh cool, and I picked out of it. Awesome. Well, that's exciting, Ghostly. When do you find out? The awards? When are they doled out? The letter review. Okay, let me look that up. Letter review. 4 months, yeah. That's fair, Ghostly. I mean, all the film festivals I submitted to, I'm not gonna find out till like September. Maybe I think August or September. So sometimes that's just how it goes, for sure. Um. Oh, neat. Stories, poems, not. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. They got like little prize pools. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, the com closes the end of this month. Okay. You already submitted though, right? Did you already submit? You said you submitted, so I assumed that means that you sent it off. Do. Wow, prize pool 30K. That's not. Oh man, that's exciting. Well, I'm sure you will do well, Ghostly. I can't imagine you won't. This is a pretty neat little right submission thing. That's cool. Awesome. And I'm so upset after the fact I found 2 spots. Oh no, and they don't give you can't re-upload? They don't let you re-upload, Ghostly? Like you can change the file. But I've done that many times where I'm like, you find the errors after you submit it out. Oh, Reedsy is the website with all the lists? Okay. Reedsy. The perfect editor, designer, and marketer. Oh. I'm too technically stupid to figure it out. I mean, I'm definitely not the top of the to figuring it out, so I probably wouldn't be able to figure it out either. Did Cryptid? Is this a thing Cryptid suggested? I wonder if Cryptid probably knows about this. I assume. This is cool. Okay. No, you found it by myself. Well done, Ghostly. That's a finding like actually useful things on the internet and you know, and they also happen to be like legitimate. That is a rare gift. Or not a rare gift, but that is a feat. That is definitely a feat. I'm notoriously bad at Googling. I mean, Google has made it hard to be good at Googling. Like, back in the day, I got pretty good at it. But nowadays, it's like Google's really hard. It's all sponsored and ads and all that stuff. So, it's actually the worst. Honestly, a miracle. Well done, Ghostly. So, yes. Honestly, a miracle. Well done, Ghostly. Indeed. Thank you, Cryptid. Glad I'm home safe. Yeah, sorry. I had to... Did not expect the meeting to be a 4.5-hour meeting, but such is the way. And also, we're like old close friends, so it makes sense that we might meet forever. I was telling Ghostly it was the artist prop maker that did all the monsters that I showed off in stream. I was meeting with her to talk about some projects coming up, and some ideas about some stuff I'm working on. So she was she thought it was very amusing that I showed off all the spooky monsters on stream. She thought that was cute. Yes. Right. Okay, so I had an idea, Ghostly, and it's only, this is all up to you. It's in your power in terms of you wanting to do it. But I was thinking, if you end up reworking that script, because I know you said you wanted to go back and maybe try to figure out or workshop it. I don't know if you've thrown the script out yet or just sticking with the prose version of it or not. But you did 2 things that I was not expecting. One, it's only has 2 people in it, and it's also a single location. So if you wanted to, I could make that for you. Essentially workshop it and then shoot that, and then you could have a video version of your thing, essentially. Because I have said I wanted to show on stream from conception to completion making a movie, and I haven't written anything short that doesn't cost an obscene amount of money. So, and actually it'd be kind of neat to do that with someone from the community anyway, but I figured what I could do is if You get it to a point where you want it. I could probably get to, I know at least 2 actors I could probably get that would be willing to do it, just because they, no one's working right now and no one has anything better to do. And what we could do is essentially I could live stream the rehearsals. You could see how rehearsals work. Kind of like show you how dialogue can grow and change based on rehearsals. And then we could actually film it, and then I can edit it on stream, and it can kind of be that kind of thing. So that is a thing I am throwing out there. That might be a fun little stream project. And, it's written by someone in the community, which I think would be cool. And do a thing that I've been talking about doing on stream forever. Essentially, the reason I can get away with this is because you've managed to write a short film, Ghostly, that doesn't cost any money, or very, 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 very little money. Let's see, you're kidding. Oh my god. Well, yeah. It's if that's something you want, and you would also, you don't need to worry. It'll just be a thing for stream. So. You could swear Ghostly and key smash. Excuse my language. That would be insane. Banhammer is only for assholes, which no one is here. Y'all lovely folks. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Cryptid's gonna help out a little bit on that. Sounds good. Hey, Glitch'em, welcome in. Yes, I personally, I do. No ban. It's fine, Alprasoria. There's no ban. They were talking about banning because of language. It's a joke. Welcome in. And yes, I do generally just write scripts. I do write a little bit. I do write a little bit of like prose, but this is, for me, I mostly do screenwriting. But welcome in. I'm a filmmaker. But yeah, if you're a writer, lots of the people that hang out here, we all do prose, poetry, art, whatever you're into, whatever you write. Feel free, and we all talk about it, obviously, so feel free to share, if you would like, no pressure. I am so incredibly honored. Well, yeah, I figured you would, while you tell me to jump, I say how high. I would be absolutely honored. Well, yeah, it might be a fun thing. So anyway, feel free to rework it to where you are happy with it, and then what we'll do is we'll take it, workshop it, and then I'll figure out some casting stuff. I'll get some actors that are comfortable working that way. And yeah, we'll make it a little short film. It'll be the stream short film, and Ghostly can say that they've had a little short film made. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, really? I'm actually wanting to write for a film soon. Just no jobs available near me. Well, it's hard work. It's hard work everywhere, Glitch'em. It is hard work, but if you keep writing, essentially just always be writing. Keep writing screenplays, keep writing specs. Unfortunately, this is one of those industries that you have to do a lot of writing, even if you're not actively getting paid or a work. You kind of have to do it on the side, so that's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you think that's a cool idea, Ghostly. I came up with it over the weekend. This is so cool. You are just the best, yeah. Yeah, we try. We definitely try. It'll be a fun little thing for the community to say has happened. Have our own little short film. Definitely not going to make a practice of it, because Lord knows if I just have everybody submitting a script to go make a movie, you just happen to accidentally write something that was very easy to do. So that's the other benefit too. That's actually, it's funny, you actually, for your first script, wrote a thing they teach you in film schools, which is what they call two characters, one location, one concept, essentially. It's designed to essentially get you to be able to do something that you can technically tackle. If you like it, Twilight, I have no problem with you doing something with it. If you want to make it, I give you permission to just throw a little screenplay. Yep. Well, yeah, and we will, well, yeah, it'll be, and I think it would be interesting for you to see the process of how it all works. Particularly because when you start to, it's funny when you start to see, like, rehearsals with actors taking what you've written and how, like, certain dialogue things that you think work on the page end up not working, and they change, and then they go to capture performance voice. It's just, there's all sorts of interesting things that you see happen, so which I think would be kind of fun for everybody to kind of witness. And it's a thing that I finally get to do. And it's a funny story, so I enjoy it, and I think it would make a funny little short. Yes, Scripted, you are that good, Ghostly. You are absolutely that good, Ghostly. I'm honestly, a lot of the best, one of my favorite things about streaming for this, like, community is just how everybody here is really good. Like, there's a lot of really good writers that hang out in here, so I'm very flattered by that there's a lot of really talented, really, really, really good writers, so. Just hanging with little old me. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, yeah, for now, we'll just keep, yeah, for festivals and things, it might be fun to play it, but I think it would be a fun thing for stream to be able to point to so other people could see it, as well as you can show your friends and kind of be like, oh, I also got to see how this whole thing was made. But I think it is utterly delightful. All right. I'm still trying to get my head around. I'm still in, like, meeting zone. I was talking about film festivals all day and pitchy. I'm in, like, pitchy mode. I'm not in writing mode. My brain is a scramble. That especially means a lot because I was entirely rethinking it. I have received a personal message regarding... I received a personal message regarding the script and was not feeling... Wait, you what? What happened? Someone messaged you about the script? Yeah, I was like, whoever said that is wrong. Oh, no. Like... Did you share it with your friends? That wasn't from the Discord, did you? Not from us? Oh man, if somebody messaged you, you better out them right. Oh no. Was it that asshole? It was that asshole, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, the whisper chat and Twitch. I think I got one whisper once. You give me names and I will give the hexing nails. Yeah, for sure. They were trying to be constructive, it just wasn't. Well, okay, yeah. It's fine. Well, if it was yeah, was it the person that was in chat last week? Is that who you're talking about? If it was, I already banned them. So, yeah. I have some choice words about how they Oh, well then. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So all right. Well, then I'm going to contextualize Wait, you can do that, Opera Story? You can block whispers from random people on Twitch under your settings? I didn't know that. Wasn't about to out, but yes. Okay, yeah. So that yeah, so that particular person was the way that, so essentially yeah, you should definitely do that, Ghosty. I didn't know you could do that. One, I didn't know that they could whisper you. Two, so one of the big things about something that really, really rubs me the wrong way and also irks me is that there's a trend. If there's a trend, particularly, I find this might be true with like novel people. Um, there might be like novelists and things like that, but with particularly when people look for help with screenwriting, there's a very specific trend and type of person that I would call like the Redditor, the like Reddit screenwriter, essentially someone who doesn't work in screenwriting, but is like on Reddit or postulates themselves as a screenwriter who's read a bunch of scripts and knows how scripts are written. And almost every bit of feedback that I at least saw that figure drop in the chat was something that I would see on like a Reddit channel, which is nothing they were saying is actual feedback you would ever get if you had submitted that screenplay to other screenwriters or somebody in essentially someone in the industry. If you were submitting that script to a producer, to a writer, nothing that person was saying is anything you would get in terms of like feedback on a script. That's just, and for whatever reason, there's people out there that seem to think that that's how it's done, and I don't know why or where it comes from, but I find it deeply, deeply infuriating. It's actually a thing that a lot of my writer friends actively work against. Well, it's a thing that they actually actively work against to try to like stop those people from constantly being the people that respond to new writers, because it's deeply, deeply it's deeply counterproductive, and it also isn't helpful, and it's also not actual feedback. I've read a lot of spec scripts. Was how the message started and ended with, I say all this thinking you are confident enough for feedback. Okay. That is, yes, I've read a lot of, okay, so yes. Well, the other thing is that I do vividly remember, Gene Wilder Blazing Saddles voice there, fuckboy Ghostly. Jesus. That's funny. But no, what they were saying was pretty much incorrect in every, and also pointing out the wrong thing. And it drove me nuts when I think they said that it was reading too prosy, and then said that they were Quentin Tarantino. They like Quentin Tarantino, and that already means that person has never read a Quentin Tarantino script, because Quentin Tarantino actually does write prose in his script, like heavily. That's how Tarantino writes his scripts. So that person just has no idea what they're talking about. And so yeah, I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Ghostly. That person will never be back. I actually tried to reach out to that person after too, and I got blocked by that person. So just to be like, don't be a dick. And they were, whatever. They were, not fun. So I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Ghostly. And I found it supremely frustrating as well. Ghostly, you do not have a problem with dialogue. that person's just a fucking asshat. I got hit hardest because they said the dialogue wasn't snappy enough. That's what really upset me. Because dialogue is the one thing I feel like I understand. Your dialogue is sharp, Ghostly. The only time your dialogue is gonna change is gonna be like in terms of like acting and pacing. Your dialogue on the page is not a problem. Thank you, Wiley. It really means a lot to me. Yes. Well, yeah, and that. Yeah. It made me very, very grumpy that the first time I got to do a script on stream by a member of our community, I had that guy dropping just the worst, like just the most insane, asinine thing I have ever seen in a chat about. Let's see. Okay, so as someone who deals with this in publishing, everyone is just some guy, literary agent, just somebody. Yeah. I'm sure you've probably had to deal with stuff like that too, Cryptid, but it's been it's man, it's a really really it's a legitimate problem with, and I don't know why it's with screenwriting circles specifically. People just have this thing like, you have to do this. You can't ever say we see. If you say we see, it's, you know, we see in a script is like is just means no one's gonna read it, or this is a red flag, or that's a red flag, and it's frankly you have no. And I say this with like I say this with, and I don't try to laud myself as like some know-it-all, because I certainly am not. But the first job I ever had in LA was doing script coverage for a producer. That was the first job I ever had, and I was very good at it. And anytime I hear people talk like that, they literally have no idea what they're talking about. That's not how any of this works. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Your offer really made me feel a heck of a lot better. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, so yeah, if they just, you know, if he can sit there and read his spec scripts, we're gonna make Ghostly's short film into an actual film. So, that'll be you. Ghostly's gonna come out on top. I have the most absurd feedback from agents, including make my ace romance spicier. Just in a young adult novel? Oh, come on. Alright, that's a little weird. Like, don't go too spicy now. Like, you're not writing, like, 50 Shades here if it's a young adult novel. Thank you, Cryptid. I then took a look up that person. Sure enough, the agent... Oh, okay. Writes erotic romance. So why she requested my book on a Twitter pitch, I genuinely don't know. Sometimes you get that, too. You get this weird, like, crisscross, and I've noticed that happens with screenwriters too, where they're like, well, what's the tension here, or what's the you know, what's like causing the dramatic tension? Well, if you're writing a hangout movie, what if it's a script for a hangout movie? What is the tension? There generally isn't a tension, like any tension in this moment. It's not that kind of script. It's a different story. If you cannot think in terms of meet the story on its own terms of the type of story it is, what are you doing then? It's not your kind of story. Ghostly is a bone to pick with whoever said young adult romance needs more smut. I'm pretty sure, I feel like isn't this like literally what NaNoWriMo got in trouble for? Isn't this literally like the problem? is like having more like spicy smut in young adult circles being pushed by adults is a problem? I'm pretty sure that's like what NaNoWriMo got in trouble for. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, everyone has feedback to give. Not all of it is correct or useful. Honestly, okay, if you want the best advice I've ever been given about writing, any kind of writing, but it works especially well for screenplays, comes from Bill Hader. If any of you know Bill Hader. So he did like SNL comedy, but he also was a writer and a director. A very talented director too. But his advice, yes, the actor. Yep. Yeah, he's a writer and a filmmaker too, but he does comedy. Yeah, his HBO show Barry, he's primarily the director and the writer of that show. And he's very good. Like, Bill Hader is a genuinely, like, great... He's an actor and a comedian, but he's a really good director. And his advice, and this is the best advice you'll ever get, is when you have a script and someone says there's a problem here, or essentially, like, this didn't work for me. So say there's a relationship in the story. They're like, yeah, I didn't really buy the man and the wife's... I didn't really buy their relationship when they get together. Maybe do this or that or this or that. His advice is always them pointing out the problem is the note. Essentially, it means that something you did isn't working for that relationship, so maybe go back and reanalyze it, but every suggestion they give you to fix it is wrong. Well, however they tell you the best way to fix it is almost always the wrong decision. Now, pointing out that something's not working, that's usually an indicator that, yeah, something needs tweaking to figure out how to make that hit the way you want it to hit. It means they're not responding to it the way you want it. but usually their advice for fixing it is almost always wrong because it has to come from you, and no one knows the story better than you usually, so it kind of makes sense. But I always thought that was really good advice, and that's from Bill Hader. So yeah, everyone, don't worry, I laughed to delete the email. That's good, Cryptid. That's good. That's gross. When I edited Low Stakes Novel now for a client, Wilight, and the answer to that is the people, the character growth is the tension. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's literally two people in a car can have tension. It's just like, what do you even mean by tension? Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling what that person was trying to do was build an algorithm of how to write the greatest screenplay ever, and that is literally itself a contradiction. Oh, the list of things NATO has messed up since I think 2018-ish is the Crowley contract meme. Gotcha. Okay, yep, just the laundry list of things that have been done. Gotcha. Stefan, the one and only. Yep. Stefan. All right. Well, then we got that out of the way. I'm still kind of riding a bunch of caffeine and having to literally go talk to a bunch of people about making stuff, so I'm still feel like I'm on like I've had too much caffeine. My brain's on fire and bouncing around all over the place. Gonna have to settle and vibe with the script. But I think what I'm going to do is we'll run ads. I'm going to get water, and then we will dive into a sprint. And I think we're probably only going to get through like 2 sprints today. So, because I was so late. Oh boy, so no more tea for you. I want to make tea. I still have like half of a latte I haven't been able to finish. Because I had 2 cups of coffee in the first 2 hours of the meeting. I should get tea. Well, maybe you know what? Maybe I spend the first part of the sprint just making tea. Oh, and my baby is yelling at me. My orange boy is yelling at me. Oh boy. Yeah, and I'll be working on Pond Boys. Yep, Cryptid. Pond Boys. All the boys. Pet him for me. He is getting plenty of pets. He is getting so many pets. I woke up this morning and laid on the floor with him for an hour and a half. The boy has been spoiled. That's what I felt like that individual streamed preview. Oh, really? Oh, you watched a stream or two? I think I tried to dip into one stream. I do remember them streaming, but and they learned how to write more from reading how-to books and less. Oh, that makes every note that they dropped make more sense. Yes, how-to books like Save the Cat, McKee's Story I hate. Yes, that using his parlance, that is a red flag. Yeah. Also, that person just constantly had a vibe that caused problems. Like, I don't mind disagreeing with me about movies or anything like that. Like, that's fine. But like, I went back through the chat logs and saw like every time he didn't like a song came on, he would have to announce it to the world. It's just odd vibes that I am not there for. But yes, that's yeah. Honestly, it's a shame that people do that with how-to books because it's not a very organic way of coming up. It's not a very organic way of coming up with a story, and it actually locks you in. It can be so restricting and make your writing really wooden and make your story structure really predictable and bad. It was about the structure and not about the freedom in it. Yeah, if you need to know structure. Story structure is an important thing to know, but most people have internalized story structure a lot more than they recognize. So a lot of people are already writing within structure or with some sort of structure inherent in the background. I mean, like, that doesn't make... Yeah, it's like... I mean, even Ghostly, we've talked about with even with your pretension most foul, there's a structure there. You are writing in a structure, but I don't know how aware. I don't know too many writers that are deeply aware inherently of the structure as they're writing it with the characters. The structure kind of is part of the initial writing process and kind of happening in the background. You can become aware of it later, but it's not usually a good way to build a story out of, unless you're like Christopher Nolan and trying to like use structure to like Memento or something. Yeah, it explains a lot. It explains every single bit of advice that they were dropping in the chat, which was terrible advice. I never recommend how-to books because rather than learn by doing it, yes, exactly. You need to find your own voice. Um, I do not want my clients or any writer to get married to an idea of method of writing that limits what you can do. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I realized the other day that I have read less than 50 novels in my life. I am entirely taught from doing. Yeah, and you're not the only one who's like that, Ghostly. I know. I watch more movies and films than most people I know working in the film industry. Like, they do watch a lot. You have to, by proxy, just because it's the industry you work in. But not a lot of them are, like, as avid watchers as, like, cinephiles and, like, other, like, people that are... You'd think that it would go the other way, but it's not always the case. It's not always true. And the reason why they're not watching all that kind of stuff is usually because they're making it. And that's what you're doing, Ghostly. You are spending most of your time writing. You're spending most of your time telling stories. I can't listen to someone else tell me how to do stuff. I think that's a strength, Ghostly. You I think I remember one time when you were chatting about how everybody had their like method of how to write and how they write, and you were like, am I doing this wrong? And it's like, no, it's like by writing yourself, you're always going to find your own method, and your method is going to work best for you. And it's always good to see ideas and maybe get ideas of what works and what doesn't work, but the biggest thing is just doing it. And you're already leagues ahead of most writers already, Ghostly, because you do it more than literally anybody else I've ever seen, including professional writers. That's why I only recommend tools like, yeah, the Emotional Thesaurus. The Emotional Thesaurus is cool, Cryptid. I love that. Or research guides. Yeah, exactly. That's okay. A lot of folks don't read much, or yeah, exactly, have time to read. I say I'm the worst reader you will find who endorses books and literature. There's a lot of reasons why that can be the case. Don't be too hard on yourself. My writing largely improved by working as an editor. That makes sense. Less so than writing. Once in a blue moon, a book will remind to try and think of X concept in Y manner, but it's not often. Oh, gotcha. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, funny. I asked that after I was in a certain person's stream who talked about how important methods. Oh, really? I asked that after I was in a certain person's stream who talked about how important methods and how TOS were. Oh, TOS were? Wait, I'm confused. Did I misread that? Wait. Oh, how-tos. How-tos. Oh, God. Okay, yes. I'm sorry, Ghostly. That's me. Ugh. Yes, how-tos. Yeah, how-to books. Got it. How-tos. Self-writing. Got it. Yep, I follow you. That just, it took Wilight's brain is only operating. It's not at 100% right now. I'm also an extremely slow reader at Iona Library writing help. Maybe I'm not the problem. Ghostly, you are never the problem. When have you ever been the problem? You're never the problem. Yuck, I don't rec how to. Yeah. Like weird practice if you want to try new things. Yeah, I sometimes look at like Neil Gaiman. I'll watch how Neil Gaiman does it, where he just like he has his own little gazebo that he writes in, where there's like no technology and all that kind of thing. Like all that. And so I like, and he just gives himself 3 hours every day to just be separate from the world to force himself to write. Like, I look at things like that, and I'm like, I could probably maybe see something like that. That would help me, but other than that, like, any sort of, like, here is how you write the world's greatest novel is you do 5 jumping jacks. You sit down and write the first idea that comes into your brain, and then you follow some sort of Aristotelian narrative structure. It's also, yeah, it's just, I find it all rather silly. Like, if you want to jump into a new genre, try a different POV, for sure. Yeah, Cryptid, that makes sense. Twilight, I am such a problem. I don't, I mean, maybe in certain ways, but it's not in the ways, any of the ways we're talking about. I am the troublest of makers. I mean, yes, yeah. In the delightful, we're all troublemakers in our own fun way. Yeah, you're not in the like actually causing anybody trouble. If you would make that effect, if you would like that effect in the poor person world, you can grab an Alpha Smart. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Lots of fun antiquated devices on eBay to be had. That does sound fun. But yeah, this individual sounded very seasoned, and they knew what they were doing, so that's why I asked you, thinking I was doing the words wrong, because I didn't really think about stuff. Yeah, that's sounding very seasoned. It's all, it's even for some writers out there that are working, that are well versed in, like, professional writers. I don't trust anybody that tells you, like, you know, here's how it is and this is the exact sort of thing. Like, that, my sort of bullshit meter goes through the roof, because the most successful people I have ever been around, that that read my scripts and give me feedback, that is not how they are at all. They're not like that. They'll look at what you're trying to do, and they'll be like, okay, I see what you're doing. Here's how you maybe can communicate that better. But, like, they might give you better specific advice, like they know how to sell. So, because they can sell in the room, so they're like, here's kind of what you need to do if you want to look good in front of a producer. It's like all very detailed, practical stuff like that. When it comes to actual story, they never give feedback like that. Ever. I've never gotten feedback like that. Ghostly, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, not at all. You make good trouble. You make the best of troubles. I just realized that I am a star-eyed pansy who believes anyone in a suit. But that, I mean, that's also the other thing, Ghostly, that you have to be careful, is that's how a lot of people do make their money, is by convincing people they know what they're talking about. And that's a real thing. That's real stuff. People who are seasoned don't sound that pretentious. That is true. That is 100% Opera Soria. Same. Opera Soria. There you're not. Opera Soria, you have the biggest, like, bullshit detector I have ever seen on a human being. Opera Soria is being humble there. Opera Soria is like anti-corruptible. I have seen Opera Soria just be like, no. like Neo in the Matrix. to people trying to sound like they know what they're talking about. Darn it, am I not achieving the pretentious rich prick vibes I'm aiming for? I know seasoned NYT authors. I play Frisbee with Chuck Wendig, and that's what they're like. By and large, they're very chill. Yes, they're always the chillest people in the world. They who are not going to sit there and tell you every little minute detail that you're doing is wrong. That's just not how this works. But you understand how it's like the idea. It's how someone who's not there, it's their idea of what a successful person would do, and I think that's why they do it, or why they kind of double down as hard as they do. That's my theory, at least. The only writers I've met who speak like that asshat are white boys in college who think they're right as good as Hemingway. No, you don't. You're just as... Yes. Yeah, you just hate adjectives. It's down. Exactly. That's very true. Very true. Yeah, Ghostly. You're like the perfect stuffy British person. That's why you're like you're like the one that without all the problems of a stuffy British person, but all the delight of a stuffy British person. That's what you throw out there. TikTok meme voice. Are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Her sister was a witch. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see here. Do I have enough? All right, we're gonna snooze some ads, and we're gonna go ahead, and we should probably get into sprints. Get at least a little bit of writing done, since I think we're only gonna have time for 2 sprints today, before I have to go to another meeting tonight. But I'm glad we all got that out of the way. Yes, we had a know-it-all asshat that we can all apparently learn so much from. But now that that's over, we can continue with being delightful people. No, I'm delaying ads, Opresoria, not running ads. Yeah, I had to because of the 40-minute sprint. Oh, thank you. Yes, of course, Ghostly. Let's do a little bit of words as a trade. Oh my god, a night meeting sounds obvious. No, it's a total work meeting. It is not. It's not a creepy. I'm about to go. I mean, maybe I'm gonna go meet with some people and talk projects and be drugged and wake up on the other side of the border. I mean, who knows? Oh, really? It said it was in progress. Oh, huh. I think it's good now. Although Twitch has been having issues with ad breaks. Okay. When is Twitch not having issues? Ugh. All right, everybody. It could be Twilight. It could be. It's good. Well, if I stream on Thursday and I'm like, everybody, I lost my liver, you'll know what happened. All right, everybody. Let us go ahead and actually get some words done. Let us delight in the freedom and bliss of creativity. And we will see you all on the other side. Happy writing all, and away we go. Whoop. All right, everybody. That's the end of that sprint. And of course, in the middle of that sprint, I realized that Scrivener is only opening an older version of the script I'm writing. So I can't even access the most recent copy of the script. Today is a day. It is a mess. 'Tis be a mess. It is that kind of day. Twilight does not have Twilight stuff together. It's fine. The one thing I wish Scrivener had is like a cloud-based sort of place that like you can cross-save. Like kind of cross-save, because sometimes when I copy things from the Mac side to bring to the Windows side, it does this error. And it won't open, or it'll only open like an older version for some weird reason. Twilight, when did you start talking in the third person? Just today. It's just gonna be today. Today's a whirlwind of a day. It's just gonna be today. Do not usually talk in the third person. It did help. Thank you, Twilight. Good. I'm glad, Cryptid. I'm glad going down the path of burning things helped. I was about to say, did Ghostly influence you? It's very possible, Ghostly. I wouldn't say no. It has a backup, I think, but I've never used both. See, that's the thing, is like it does have backups and it saves it in your app data, but I haven't seen like a thing that allows you to. There's nothing to save to that then I can open it on both machines. I always have to like put it on Google Drive and put an updated version. For whatever reason, sometimes when I try to open it on here, it gives me this like it can't find the app data and it just explodes, and then I can't open it. So I probably won't even be able to open up the recent file. I'll have to bring a new version of it from Google Drive for some reason. Something gets like lost in translation that freaks it out. How dare she? We can set something up like that. Oh, for Scrivener? Can you do that? That like auto saves? I mean, if I can, that works. Hey, Mr. Shadow Paradox, it has been a while. How art thou? How goes the time zone? How goes the words? How is life? Also, Ghostly, it is time. It is time. Doing well. Working on my rewrite for the Page Master and its sequel. Awesome. That sounds fantastic. Doing the rewrite. So you're doing the rewrite while writing the sequel? That's probably a smart idea. I never would have. I guess I never would have thought to do that, but I guess it makes sense. Like, might as well get your sort of like. I guess get the like creative, just I want to write ideas out while you're doing the sequel, and then you can also refine and create. Kind of like refine the original draft. It's a smart idea. Okay. All right. Ghostly's points from watching Escape from New York. All right. Point 1. Setting was absolutely absurd. Yes. A bit expository in the beginning, but that's pretty easy to forgive. Not only is the concept that New York City is a prison, but the execution of it was wild. how they introduced the setting by throwing us into a clown burlesque show was a bold choice that I tip my hat to. I don't think most of the movie was played to be comedic, but the campy ridiculousness was just too beautiful. It was so cheesy and so fun. It's kind of, you're not wrong, but it is kind of campy. I refuse to believe Carpenter wasn't aware of how over the top and comedic it was. Particularly when you see some of Carpenter's later stuff, like obviously Big Trouble. Oh, ads. All right, well, we'll address Mr. Shadow when the ads are back. Let's see. Yep. All right. So jam-packed with the 80s action movie tropes. Oz delicious cheese. Ghostly, that movie created some of those 80s action movie tropes. Actually, a lot of those action movie tropes come from that movie. That's fine. Automod, you're fine. Calm down. I get what you're trying to do there. Okay. Point two, technology in the 80s movies should be a comedy genre of its own. It's all gobbledygook, and I absolutely loved it. They just be making stuff up and putting the word... There we go. There we go. Oh, there. Are you back, Mr. Awesome, perfect. Let me... basically, I'm rewriting the original movie, which I'm fusing with the PC game and the movie together. Awesome, Mr. Shadow Paradox. It's fantastic. And since the PC game original sequel has already been used for the movie rewrite, I just had to use the new thing for sequel. That's perfect, Mr. Shadow Paradox. That's fantastic. It's on a bucket list item for me to be able to do a video game. That's like, I'm waiting. I'll get there though, but that sounds awesome, Mr. Shadow Paradox. Let's see. The first 15 minutes of the film were just fake technology mush, and it was fantastic. Just heartwarming nostalgia from a time before I was alive. So much fun. The fact that people actually call him Snake with a straight face has to be rolling through. Okay, but come on. Snake is a cool name, all right? Oh, the auto mod got mad at gobbledygook. It makes sense. I get why it did. Opera Story, it's fine. I allowed it, but I understand why it got mad. It's just the spelling of it. It just flagged the word for a different word that is bad. The fact that people actually call him Snake, yeah. Twitch is awful with them lately. But we gotta run them on break and they interrupt stream. It's fine. Yes. The ads are killing. It's fine though. Should be good for a little bit longer. Point 3, Snake's character. Oh my gosh, the character of Snake. I love Snake's name. I think you could get away with that and say it with a straight face these days, alright? I defend this choice. I don't... this man, just the perfect cookie-cutter action movie hero, down to the one-liners and hard glares. This trope exists for a reason, and it's Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's... Ghostly... Like, I don't even think that had been seen that much. At least to that level before Escape from New York. Like, Escape from New York is kind of was a first of its kind. It hadn't existed. Like, even the Arnie stuff, like, that we came to later, where they perfected the sort of action hero star of the 80s, a lot of it points back to what John Carpenter was doing with Assault on Precinct 13, and then, obviously, with Escape from New York. It was slightly hilarious how much of a tough guy he was. I love him for it. Perfect performance, but aesthetically, I would have a bone to pick with the wardrobe department. Really? Not happy with the wardrobe? The hyper 80s wardrobe? Or what about the weird Peter Pan nonsense with, like, the Lost Boys vibe? It's so weird. Oh, Mr. Shadow Paradox. The video game actually already exists? Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's just so old that no PC can... Oh, what's the video game? Is that the name of the video game? Was the name of the story? Page Master? Is that the name of the game? That might be. I remember a movie being called Page Master. There might have been a game. I can't remember. Those always break my heart. Let an old man with my old games. For sure. Yep. Basically, Jekyll and Hyde kidnap the Page Master. Okay. And try to rule... Oh, gotcha. I see it. Rule fiction, but Jekyll kidnapped him as Jekyll, which is interesting. Oh, interesting. That's a good, like, little hook right there, Mr. Shadow Paradox. I like that hook a lot. Ghost, point 4. I have no gripes, with his black wife beater. Oh, yeah, like the leather wife beater kind of thing. That's absurd. I get it. My issue comes with his borderline skin-tight black and white camo pants, which I can kind of get. He was special ops in Siberia, but still, you can't in Siberia with no more, homeboy. Also, I have worn military issue pants unless you get a size smaller to show off your assets. They ain't that tight. They ain't that. Then we have his shiny knee-high boots. No one convinced me those are slightly tactical. Ghostly, you're doing the tech. It's just there to look cool. There is no tactical at all. It's just there to look cool. Then you have an eye patch. We don't know why. Yeah, he's just, he's missing an eye. He's Snake Plissken's missing an eye. Just to further solidify the badassery, I guess. But his whole get-up together just sends me. He looks like a dork. He looks like a total unequivocal dork, and I am here for it. I will not lie. I did not chuckle when I saw his full outfit. I cackled. Ghostly. Yeah, I was gonna be like, wait till Big Trouble in Little China where they actually try to make him look ridiculous. So the rewrite of the movie is not only Richard gets trapped in the world of fiction for the first time, he also has to stop Jekyll and Hyde. Got it. So it's him interacting with the story characters, right? Pagemaster, from trying to rule the world. That's cool. Yeah, it's called Yeah, okay, the movie Pagemaster. Oh, got it. You're rewriting the Pagemaster movie. That makes sense. Got it. Got it. I like the idea. I do like the idea of actually bringing like Jekyll and Hyde into it, and you know, interacting with these like iconic literary figures. That's cool. I'm sure the filmmakers knew what they were doing, but I do not like that we ambiguously cannot see all of his tattoo. It had to be on purpose. It had to be on purpose. I refuse to humor the idea that what they did was an accident because I cannot fathom any other reason why they would have made that creative choice. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I think there is a reason why they obstruct the tattoo. Yeah. I'm sorry, so many thoughts. So Ghostly, we want all the thoughts. That's why I was hoping you would watch it. Oh, that's the plot of the original PC game. Oh, it is. Oh, the Jekyll and Hyde thing? Okay. I gotcha. Interesting. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because I've never played the game. I remember the original movie. I remember the Pagemaster movie, but I never played the game. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm very excited to see kind of what you do with it. Oh, I missed 1 of 0.5. Wait, did I? Okay, hold on. Did I get 0.1? Wait, 0.1. Wait, no, I did. It said it. Yeah, the setting was absurd. Yep. Not only the concept in New York was a prison, the execution was wild. How they introduced the setting, throwing us into the clown burlesque show. The clown burlesque show is, I mean, that's great. And also Ernest Borgnine's fantastic in that, like as a way to introduce that whole thing. All right. Okay, hold on. There is so much happening right now. I think I got that point though. I did. Part 1 of 5. Wait. Oh god. Okay. There's 0.4. Okay, I got 0.4. 0.5. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's all about the tattoo. Okay, wait, I gotta make sure. Okay, wait, okay. Alright, costume department. Wait, oh my god. It's Popeye, it's too much. Okay. But the whole costume department just wow. I left so much harder than I know was intended the first time. Yeah, the Duke. The Duke is like a big thing. I love the Duke with Isaac Hayes. It's also a fantastic casting choice to put Isaac Hayes in the Duke outfit. And it was solely because it's the entrance of the big, intimidating villain. He's wearing acid-wash jeans from JCPenney. I know they're just criminals in New York. Yeah, but he's got, like, the cool... it's like cool, everyday man, but he's still got the ruffles on his side, like, on the shoulder pads. I know they're just criminals in New York, and everyone wore jeans in the 80s, but it's still thematically very funny for your big lead villain to be wearing Levi's, and I will not apologize. That is all. Thank you. Got it. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Jekyll and Hyde were already in the movie. I'm just fusing the good and interesting plot of the game. Got it. For the first part of the novel. Got it. Go say I have bad news about the jeans. Jeans in film for you, or good news, I think. Yeah, jeans is like a big thing. Let's see here. Wait. Hold on. Right above the bit about the right above the bit about the tattoo. Okay, character. Yeah, right above it. Okay. Oh, the eye patch, right? So I have eye patch, and then I have the filmmate. Right. I think I got it, Ghostly, didn't I? I'm sure the filmmakers knew what they were doing. Right above that one? Right above that one, I see the eye patch. So it goes eye patch, and then after that, it's the tattoo. Filmmakers knew what they were doing, but ambiguous see the tattoo. Is there one missing? Right above the bit about it. Oh yeah, yeah. The filmmakers knew what they were doing. Let's see. Oh yeah, but I can't remember why they. I do believe they obstruct the tattoo. I don't remember why though. Let's see here. I'm sure the filmmakers knew what they were doing, but I do not like that we ambiguously cannot see all the tattoo. Yeah, that's unless there's a comment that I missed. I think I got it all right. Did I get it all? Okay. But the jeans is like a big thing, Ghostly. That's now I feel like I'm excited. We need Big Trouble in Little China is next, because Big Trouble Big Trouble in Little China is him making a comedy about that type of movie. Oh, did it not load? Yeah, I don't see it in the chat. Above in the chat, Ghostly. Was there another comment that was in between the eye patch bit and the tattoo bit? Because those are the only two I see. Just re-drop it in. Just re-drop it in. Yeah, just repost it. What? You just did? Why am I not seeing it? Usually, if Automod is doing it, then it'll let me know. But I don't see. Weird. Maybe break it up, Ghostly? Maybe break up the post into two. Because, yeah, I don't see it. For whatever reason, it's not posting. Or if for whatever reason you're having issues, I could bring it up in Discord. Yeah, I was going to be like, Yeah, I was like, I don't see it. Yeah, let me... Yeah, that's super weird. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is it might be too long, Ghostly. You might need to break it up. It's letting you post. How is it letting you post something none of us can see? What is Twitch doing? What is Twitch doing? Huh. Let me see here. Smart move, take advantage of it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I completely missed Mr. Shadow Paradox's thing. Hold on one sec. Okay. They really skim over the books that they have Richard going through in the original movie. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, on the original books. And whilst Jekyll and Hyde are in the original movie, they really just introduce him. And yeah, I was like, I don't even remember Jekyll and Hyde in the movie. I mean, it's been a long time since... I mean, I saw that movie in the theater as a kid, so I have not seen it. So are you trying... So you're like mixing kind of the games approach and the movie approach, and then pulling from the original books in your rewrite? It's a smart idea. It's a great idea for a spec script. Twitch politely, what the fuck? Okay, Ghostly, put it in the Discord. What the hell? Oh man, it's showing up in your chat. Why is it... I'm not crazy, right? 0.5, but all that pales in comparison when Snake got thrown in the arena without his shirt. No one is seeing that post, right? But it's showing up in Ghostly's post. Yeah, you did it 3 times. Hold on once. Yeah. No, I'm not crazy, right? Is anyone else in chat seeing that 0.5 post? That's insane. The 2 mods can't see it. I can't see it, but it's still showing up in Ghostly's, like, in Ghostly's... What? What? Ghostly, you broke Twitch. And it's silently being... Yeah, it's not showing up in chat history, but it shows up as being in chat because that's a clearly a screenshot from Ghostly's chat. I have transcended. You are chosen. The PC game was a sequel from the movie, but I'm fusing the plot of the game. Okay, gotcha. So that's your approach. Um, okay, we're in the Matrix confirmed. Yeah, is this the deja vu moment? Okay, all right. Well, I'm sorry, Ghostly. I don't know how you have managed to do that, but I'll read it. Um, Point five. But all that pales in comparison to when Snake got thrown into the arena without his shirt. I cannot with his snake tattoo. As a narrative idea, I think it's perfectly fine. Would you imagine a guy named Snake has a snake tattoo? You would think it would be on his bicep or back. No, no, no. Or maybe his chest because tough guys love their titty tattoos. It No way it flagged it for that. Maybe it did, but it should have flagged it through the auto mod. I can't imagine it would have flagged for. It should have at least notified us instead of just automatically not let you post it. Um, but you do not appear right on his tummy. Oh yeah, yeah, it's great, right, Ghostly? It's right on his stomach. Now if you want to get really there's a bad sequel to that movie called Escape from LA that is like really bad. Like I mean like almost unwatchably bad. But it goes even harder. Ghostly, like it gets campier and campier and campier. That's by in design, Ghostly. That's actually part of the. I did say that like Kurt Russell is a sex icon. For a reason. So the fact that you can't see the end of the tail concerns me. There's a reason for that. It's meant for you to imagine. Yeah, like that doesn't make sense. And I don't think you have to. Yeah, it's not in there. And yeah, okay, so yeah, Opera Soria can post it. Yep, I see it. Opera Soria. Yep. Yep, I see it. Okay, yep. So the only thing that I could possibly imagine it being flagged for isn't flagged for. What is happening? I'm gonna bring out the chat really quick. Oh. And let me see. This whole stream is gonna become the what is going on with Twitch. No, but a flag would pop up. Yeah, that's what I would assume. The flag would pop up for us. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. All right, the costume. Okay, yeah, even bringing it back out, I can't see it. I can't see it. This doesn't make sense. What happened? What happened here, everybody? Yeah? Yeah. Ghostly, you broke it. You had me doubting my state. I literally thought I had somehow skipped the same thing over and over and over again. Listen, let's see. I'm not gonna lie, broke stream. Not gonna lie, it had me doubting my own sanity. Yeah, I think we were all doubting our sanity, and honestly, this is kind of wild. That makes you wonder how many. I have had people say I haven't addressed a comment before. I mean, not to say that I don't miss them, because I definitely do from time to time. But now this is going to make me paranoid that somehow Twitch is just not showing comments in the chat, and it's just vanishing without notifying me at all. That's really concerning. That's weird. I don't like that. That makes me feel like people might be trying to say something, and yeah, exactly. New fear unlocked. I did because the last thing I want is for people to feel like I'm ignoring them. Okay. Weird. But anyway, Ghostly. Back to Escape from New York. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that it was up your definitely in your wheelhouse. yeah, now it's Big Trouble, because Big Trouble in Little China is like the ghostly version of that movie. I feel like in terms of its sense of humor and its kind of making fun of, because the whole oh, it can happen sometimes with browser extensions if there are any Twitch specific ones installed. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll try it on a different browser because I have Chrome open now. Very inspiring for an unnamed clown story. Perfect. Good, good, good. But I feel like the big like thing about it, Big Trouble in Little China, is if you made a movie where the main character, it's like the character you're following isn't actually the main character of the story, and they're just kind of an idiot. Like I don't know. Oh, interesting, Mr. Shat. I don't have any Twitch extensions installed. I didn't see it. Okay. Do. Thank you for trying. Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. Shadow Paradox. That's good to know. Thank you for trying to find an answer. Yeah. Opera Soria knows everything about Twitch. Well, not about everything about Twitch, but Opera Soria is the brilliant computer person. Ghostly sees dead people, dead chats. That is, yeah. How weird is that to be like half your chats just vanish into the dark? That's really concerning. Twilight Zone music starts playing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think now my two big recommendations would be The Big Lebowski. If you haven't already seen The Big Lebowski, Ghostly, I think you would enjoy The Big Lebowski. I'm glad I got receipts. Yeah, no, yes, I'm glad you did too, and at least shared it in the Discord so we can see. Smart move. Okay, you have not seen The Lebowski. So The Lebowski is, I've been watching a lot because it's kind of a hangout movie, but it's essentially the premise of the story is essentially imagine a sort of LA bum getting caught up in an old like a noir like type, like The Long Goodbye noir mystery, and it's very funny. It's deeply funny. Then you can quote it to like illogical reviews. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it is a very quotable movie. I think you would get a kick out of that movie too. These are all movies that kind of, in a comedic way, go against the tropes of the genre while also leaning into the genre. Since, like, obviously noir films and noir stories are always about kind of nihilism and, life is meaningless and the bleakness of life. When you go back to look at, like, the original story, The Long Goodbye or Chinatown or any of those movies. But it takes that to, like, even the mystery itself is meaningless. And, like, nothing really happens. And it's just this stoner who likes to bowl getting, like, wrapped up in this convoluted, but yeah, like, Pretension Most Foul is kind of what made me think of it a little bit. So maybe in the Discord I should set up like a movie night for The Big Lebowski and stream The Big Lebowski and like the movie channel on the Discord. So, because it is a funny movie and it is the most quotable film imaginable, but I think you would enjoy that. I think you would enjoy that for sure. But that and Big Trouble in Little China, definitely love that. Yeah. Maybe that'll be a thing this weekend. Maybe on the weekend we'll do like an evening little movie watch party. I did set up a channel in the Discord specifically for for people to participate in like a premiere streaming thing. So I that should work. And I'm pretty sure I can run it. But yes, so I think those two movies would be good movies for Ghostly to see other people doing similar things that she does. So, yeah, yep. That has been my wheelhouse. But I'm glad. I'm trying to think, like, now that we've got you on like the 80s, the iconic 80s GM. Have you? I mean, it's a monster movie, but Ghostly, you've seen Predator, right? The original Predator. Because the Arnold movie. I mean, that is like the perennial science fiction action movie of the 80s. Um, Particularly as oh, you thought it was scary? Okay, yeah. The spooky, got it. Because there is some absolutely hilarious, hyper masculine, shirtless muscle dudes running around in the running around in the jungle. Like the handshake in that movie is incredible. Oh, you don't like aliens? Got it. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Okay, well, John Carpenter's The Thing is about as crazy. Yeah, I can see why The Thing would upset you. The Thing is, like, also one of the most visceral alien movies out there. Same director, obviously. You're talking about the John Carpenter, or I'm sorry, you mean the movie Aliens, or just Aliens in general? You don't like the concept of aliens, or did you mean the action movie Aliens? Yeah, I was gonna be like gotcha. Okay. So you just don't like aliens in general. Okay. The thing is like one of the greatest horror movies ever made. That's like, it makes sense why that would be upsetting, that movie. And that was also like John Carpenter at his peak too. Like after he did Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China, that was kind of his big. It's funny, that movie failed. That movie bombed big time at the box office. It was only kind of rediscovered later, but The Thing is definitely a genuinely terrifying film. And Aliens too, the kind of hive mind alien thing makes sense. Yeah, Predator. Yeah, Predator's got some spooky alien stuff where they're kind of hunting each other. That might make sense. That one might be a little too intense then. Too intense for the ghostly. I've watched most of the 80s family films. Ghostbusters, okay, Back to the Future, Holes. Yeah, Mel Brooks for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, I mean, Die Hard. Did you watch Die Hard, Ghostly? that's a big time action movie from the 80s. I was like, it might not have like the just bulk of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but it works. It's still kind of doing the. That's your mom's favorite Christmas movie? Good. Every year. Okay, so I mean, it is a great Christmas movie. Yeah, the original Die Hard is a classic. I mean, Alan Rickman is great in that movie. It's a good Christmas movie. Crawling around in vents. Okay. Okay, you love Bruce Willis. Okay, that word. Yep. All right. Then let's see. Yeah, what is everyone's favorite 80s action movie? If you had to name your favorite 80s top 80s action film that just for you encapsulates everything everything about the 80s. If I ever call Kurt Russell Bruce Willis, it's because of the same movie in my mind. Yeah, same person, yeah. It's funny that it's Bruce Willis and Kurt Russell for you, because most people actually mix up most people mix up Kurt Russell and Michael Douglas. That's the one I always see people switch. Ignore me, it's getting late. Yeah, I think we are I think we're probably, I don't think we're going to do another sprint. We might just chat this one out, because I am going to have to get ready to go to a meeting here very quickly. So there's not another 40 minutes. So for everybody who's writing, we'll go ahead and raid someone who's doing sprints, but I think we're just going to shoot the shit for the end of stream, I think. And that is my fault. I apologize for being late. We grew up Running Scared and Beverly Hills Cop. Oh man, Beverly Hills Cop and Coming to America. There was like an Eddie Murphy period in my childhood for sure. I mix up Stallone and that other guy. Oh, Arnie. You mix up Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone. The get to the chopper. Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's the one with the goat leggings though? Hold on. Wait, the goat leggings? Oh, Dragnet. Okay, Dragnet. Yeah. I think yeah. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the peak. I mean, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a greater. He was the '80s action hero. It really was. Oh, I'm very glad that you love Army of Darkness because that is my favorite. That's one of my favorite films ever made. But that was in the '90s, Ghostly. That is not How? Okay, hold on. Ghostly. You cannot say it's awful. It is one. Sam Raimi is one of the greatest visual filmmakers who has ever lived. No. I will not. I will not go down for anybody. I will not tolerate anybody saying Army of Darkness is awful. That movie is a gem. That movie is a delight that we even have that to exist. It is supremely well made and actually makes a lot of sense that you love that movie, Ghostly. Ghostly, I wasn't alive. I wasn't alive for any of this. It was the early 90s at least. It's close enough to the 80s. The preceding horror films that took place before Army of Darkness was Evil Dead 2, and that was made in the 80s. That was 1987. I know that because it was the year I was born. And Evil Dead 2 was one of my favorite films growing up as a kid. Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness were like my two favorite films growing up as a kid. I was also a childhood of Sam Raimi. Like, Sam Raimi to me was like the greatest filmmaker who had ever lived when I was a kid. If you look at all my like little short films growing up, it was me emulating like the ghost cam that's like zooming through everything from like Army of Darkness. I am glad that you love Army of Darkness, Ghostly. I'm glad that that's a favorite of yours because it is probably the greatest dark fantasy. Twilight, I wasn't alive when Legally Blonde was released. Everything I know is retrospect. That's true. That's true. It is kind of that period. I mean, Legally Blonde was... Yeah, I mean, that was pretty early, right? That was early 2000s? No. Yeah. My brother and I were reacting to the ending of Running Scared as kids. Yes, with the cocaine. Oh, yes. Yep. I love far worse movies from the 2000s are good. Yeah. Twilight, I wasn't, what? Oh, yes. Ghostly is definitely the youngest. Yeah, don't ever doubt yourself, Ghostly. Where you are as a writer is astounding for where you're at in your life. Yeah, don't ever doubt yourself, 100%. Yeah, Army of Darkness would probably be my favorite, like, dark fantasy action movie, for sure. I'm trying to think, like, 80s... You know what? It might be Predator. Predator is, like... Predator might be the... Like, in terms of action movies, that one's pretty far out there. It might have to be Predator. Hey, Katamon, early for me. Welcome in. Welcome. We're just we're about to end stream here, so sadly popping in at the very end, but welcome. I'm Twilight. I'm a screenwriter. We usually work on writing sprints and all that, but we're just kind of winding down here because it's getting late on this side of the world. I'm about to start. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, Woo, man, you're an early riser. Good for you. And yes, I am a fetus. Yes. Yep. That's... I'm trying to think what else, And I'm assuming, Ghostly, you probably, like, Army of Darkness was probably the only one of that series. I'm assuming Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 were too scary. Because I know you don't like horror movies, so I'm assuming that those might be too much. Have you not seen those movies? You might not. They might. Evil Dead 2 is pretty goofy, but it still has a lot of spooky. It's still a scary movie. It's still a horror movie, but it's got a lot of... Okay. I mean, Sam Raimi's pretty good about being light about a lot of that stuff, but it might not be... Lost Boys will forever and ever be my favorite 80s film. Yeah, like in terms of favorite movie from the decade, yeah. Lost Boys is definitely up there. Yeah. That's a great pick, Cryptid, yeah. It's not that scary, Ghostly, I promise. Yeah. Oh, wait, Lost Boys? Yeah, Lost Boys isn't that scary. Yeah. You love movies, Katamon? Awesome. Yep. Well, that's where I'm all about movies on this stream. We do a lot of writing, and I do chat a lot about movies. Yeah, if you haven't seen Lost Boys, Ghostly, Lost Boys would probably be up your alley. Oh, Goonies. Yeah, Goonies is a great one. Goonies. Yep. Yeah, Goonies is fantastic. Hey, Christ Rider, welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Just popping in at the very end. Unfortunately, we are ending stream here in a bit, but we're just chatting about movies right now before we wind down. But welcome in. Hopefully, if you are writing, the words and the time zone are treating you well. How goes it? How goes it, everybody? Joel Schumacher. I will make these boys gay as hell. It is very pretty boy, and they are gorgeous. The boys in that movie, the boys in that movie are gorgeous. I will add that to my watch list, Cryptid. I highly recommend Lost Boys. Also, amazing soundtrack. Lost Boys has a absolutely amazing soundtrack. Hollywood, there's just a girl vampire. Joel, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Hold on, let me show you my IMDb. Oh, you have an IMDb rating list? Oh, yeah, you put a lot of effort into that. Well done. You have Christmas movies? Awesome. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Christ Rider? Sutherland literally shotguns Corey. It's so much. That's true. It is true. I know. It's definitely feeling popular tonight. I know. Of course, the night I come in 2.5 hours late to stream, we only get one writing sprint done. Yeah, that's just how it goes. All right. Let me see here. Ooh. Oh. Kademon. I hope I'm saying your username right. Kademon. Or Kademon. This is a movie that, if we do start a movie night thing in the Discord, your number one movie was my favorite film my senior year of high school. Is a film I used to watch compulsively. And it is a film called Brazil. And Brazil is a fantastic film. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Sometimes chaos is what we need. Elmo Saves Christmas and anything Santa Claus related. Awesome, Christ Rider. That's great. I don't think I've ever seen Elmo Saves Christmas. I think my favorite, one of my top Christmas movies will always have to be A Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm just a sucker for the Muppets. But The Muppet Christmas Carol is just like, mwah. I love that movie. That's just chef's kiss. One of my all-time favorites. But yes, Brazil, great number one pick. That was my favorite movie for many years. Barney's Night Before Christmas as well. Okay, all right. Nice. Over 800 on that list. Yeah, that's a lot. Your number 18 is a beautiful choice. Let's see. Rome, good movie. Or good show, sorry. The first season. The Crow. Crow, one of my all-time favorites as well. Seven's good. Pulp Fiction. I have my issues with Tarantino, but I'll give it. Girl Interrupted is fantastic. Band of Brothers. Have I seen Jug Band Christmas Twilight? I have not. What is that? Jug Band Christmas? I love the title. The best adaptation, Ghostly's professional opinion. Which one? Oh wait, Jug Band. Wait a minute. Wait, have I seen? Yes. Wait a minute. No, yes. I didn't know Jug Band Christmas, but I do know Emmett Otter. Yeah, I know it by Emmett Otters. I know it by Emmett Otters. Yes, I have seen that, Cryptid. I love that. I love that movie. I have seen it. I don't know why I never heard it called Jug Band Christmas. I've only ever heard it called Emmett Otters. And probably Jug Band Christmas after that. I just never saw that part. Love it. Yes. Yeah, Emmett Otters. Love it. Totally not just for Christian Bale. Cough, cough. It's a Muppets Christmas movie. Got it. Little Women, 1994. Okay, yes, it's so good. Elmo Saves Christmas because it stars Maya Angelou, who died. Oh, really? And she was a great person of human rights and unity amongst humans. I don't know her. It's really sad that she passed away. Let's see here. Okay, yep. Shawshank, Casino Royale, Boys Don't Cry, $1 Million Baby, It, The Postman. Oh, I remember The Postman. Hey, oh yeah, okay, that's the old 94 Little Women. Fantastic pick. Empire of the Sun. Oh, Empire of the Sun is great. Best adaptation. Kill Bill, Contact, The Matrix. You got some solid choices here. You got some really solid choices here, Kaidmon. Fantastic. I might be pinged in the Discord. Gotcha. Thank you. Oh yeah. You're fine. I see. You're doing magic. I don't. Outside of those, I love terrible movies, and I am okay with that. Hey, nothing beats a terrible movie. Leave me to my trash pile. I have plenty of trash. I mean, come on, I watch a bunch of anime. Like most anime is trash, even the good ones. But I definitely have my trash films. Although, yeah, let's see here. The last I seen is a Man Called Otto. Nice. That's a good one. I think I have not. I know Moon Runes has asked. I've had a few people ask for me to make like a tier, what I think are like the canon films that everybody should see, and then like my personal favorites. I should probably do that at some point. I just haven't had the time, and I get too fussy about it. I'll definitely sit forever contemplating what movie to put where. But definitely appreciate your number one pick. Brazil is a fantastic pick for your number one pick. Yeah, I'll look up. Let's see. I'll pick up. I'll look up Maya Angelou. The name sounds familiar, but. Let's see here. Besides Christmas, I love Dame Julie Andrews. Gotta love Julie Andrews. Yep, Angela Lansbury. Okay, Miss Santa Claus. Yep. Though I will argue 99. The 99 Mummy is okay. Cryptid. That is not a terrible movie. The Mummy and the Mummy 2 or the Mummy Returns are like. Those are some of the best like action comedies ever made, like particularly the '90s action comedies, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about with Brendan Fraser. Those are great movies. I mean, all time great action adventure films. Look at my worst rated films at the bottom. Okay, let's take a look. Whoop. Let's see here. Obviously, Ghosted dictated best movie of all time. Oh yes, The Princess Bride. Yeah, that makes sense. Ghostly. That is like that is the most of Ghostly. When am I streaming next? I will be streaming on Thursday and Friday, and I should not be 2.5 hours late like I was today. It should be at the normal 3 p.m. Pacific time. Yes. All right, let me take a look here. Okay, The Old Guard. I don't even think I saw that. Yeah, I don't like The Star Is Born. Wouldn't agree with Clockwork Orange, but I can understand it. Or wait, are those not? Oh wait, how many do you have listed on here? Oh my god, hold on. Wow, you have like categorized so many movies. Whew. Yeah, why does this not have just like a go last? Can I go last? Wait, alright, sort by... Okay, hold on. Wait. I think I can make this work. I can use the internet, I swear. Okay, got it. I figured it out. I figured out how to internet properly. Parts of the Family. Yeah, I've never seen that. Infested. I mean, The Room. The Room for sure. I love The Old Guard. Such a rad film. Yeah. The Old Guard. Blair Witch Project. I don't know. I don't know if I'd agree with Blair Witch Project. I don't think it's the greatest movie ever, but far from the worst. 13 Ghosts. Yeah, that one's not great. What are you saying? No. I messed up. I was looking at the wrong order. The Room is not the lowest rated. The Room, and also The Room is, was like, it's one of those perfect movies that's like accidentally made terrible. Like, he's not intentionally trying to make a bad movie. It's just, he was that insane. If you like The Room, you should watch Neil Breen movies. Neil Breen movies are in their own universe, man. Neil Breen films are special type. Maybe that I'll add that to the weird movies to maybe watch at some point and do a movie watch party for it. Because those Neil Breen movies, you like The Room, the Neil Breen movies are up there. Eat your heart out, Tarantino. I mean, I agree with that, Ghostly, as a not huge Tarantino person. So I participated in my first horror writing show on Sunday. Really? Got third in my event? Congrats, Christ Rider. That's huge. And also, congrats to a horse rider as well. Many of my family comes from horse riding folk. Did a lot of show rides and competition riding up in Wyoming. Sandshark's Birdemic is terrible, and I hate the person who makes Birdemic is also not a good person. On the regular, Ghostly quotes, "I did not hit her. I did not. It's bullshit. I have not. Oh, hi, Mark." Yeah. Oh. Would be great to have a conference with you in my stream someday. Yeah, let me know. I'm not opposed to it. Just give me a heads up, and if I'm not busy, I will be there. I have no problem with that. Ghostly, exactly. Thanks. Of course. My sister and I do the same. Of course. Yeah, we all do. Yeah. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Or what is it? What is it when she's like shaking Denny? Where? The drugs, Denny. The drugs. Yeah, that movie. Gotta love that movie. You did the voice. You're my favorite. Where like, yeah. Can you do it without doing the voice? You know what is it when he picks up the flowers too? Hey there, or Tommy. Oh, you're my favorite customer. It's the most insane scene ever. They just walk in 2 seconds, hand flowers, leave. Let's see. That's perfect. Yeah, of course. Just follow me so you see where when I'm on. Okay. Yeah. Here, I'll give you a follow. What do we got here? We probably mostly quote The Birdcage. Yeah, The Birdcage is also an infinitely quotable movie. Jim Carrey's Grinch. Yep, that's a good one too. The Disaster. I want to see The Disaster Artist. It's pretty good. I think it's worth the watch. The book is incredible. The book. If you want to do anything, read the book. The book is amazing because it's written by the guy who played Mark. It's a very good book. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh, hi. Thank you, Ghostly. Yes. Oh, hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, oh, so great. I'm still exhausted but feeling accomplished. Absolutely. Yep. It's, I have had the privilege. I think I've met him maybe. I think I met him once. I met Tommy Wiseau once. At like just a signing event. But yeah. Fantastic bits. For sure. Oh my god. Ooh, yeah. Popular streaming tonight. Jeez. All right, everybody. I think I might have to call it. It is past 8, and I have to leave in 20 minutes. And I just realized what time it is. All right, who are we going to go say hello to? We should probably, for all the folks out there who do want to keep writing, we'll go ahead and find someone. Let's see who we got here. Okay. All right, we'll go say hello to Oracle of Dusk as usual. Let's see here. My favorite scene. My favorite scene is when Tommy goes berserk. Yeah, I've been trained. Yeah. If you can't act a rage scene, you're a good. Yep. Scene good. You're a bad actor. It's hard. Yep. Thanks for the stream, of course. Thank you, everyone, for being. You cannot leave. I know. I'm sorry. It's late. That is my fault. I did unfortunately get loaded up with meetings that I have to take today, and I have to go do some. I have to get some prep stuff done for some projects. So, let's see if you can't act, play rage. I'll see you again. Hopefully earlier. We'll see you all on Thursday. Love you all. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourselves and others. And we will see you all next time. Happy writing, and take care. Huzzah! And we'll go say hello to Oracle of Dusk so people can get writing done. Adios!
Get it?